Great. Well, welcome everybody. I'm Janet Kiefer. I'm your host today for the Live Younger Business Call. What I'm not wondering about is getting myself as the speaker view. And we've got Gregory. Let me see if I can change that. Give me just a moment as we're getting started. Um, I'm not sure I can do that.
You are now host, though.
Okay.
You're on speaker view when you
Are
talk.
you? You guys can see me.
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you, Beamy, very much. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Follow the stars to success is beginning. Hello, I'm Janet Kiefer. I'm your host today for this wonderful call, this training on how to proceed with the new LifeWave comp plan. And I'm joined by the wonderful Dr. Velvet Womack, who you're going to hear mostly from this. But first of all, congratulations on making it through week one, the first week of the new compensation plan. Some people are very excited. That would be me. Some are a little confused. We're glad you're here. And some are a little bit distraught. So hold on. You're going to feel really good at the end of this today. But you're in the right place at the right time for this Live Younger business meeting. Grab your pen, grab your paper, grab your phone. You may want to take pictures. But before we let Dr. Velvet take over, I first want to review a little bit why LifeWave? Why LifeWave enhanced the compensation plan? And for those of you who are new brand partners with us, you won't know anything I'm going to talk about here for about a minute and a half, so just hold on. But for those of us who've been with the old comp plan, the comp plan we've been working under was created years ago, long before this current growth we're in now, right? And the compensation plan had basically three ways to earn: a 20% commission for retail and preferred customers, a product introduction bonus for enrolling brand partners, and a binary cycle bonus of $50 whenever your left and right team earned volumes that match 660 points and 330, right? But that compensation plan had some challenges. One, we didn't receive any rank credit for preferred customers. So that sort of required us that we enroll them as brand partners in order to achieve the bonus, when many times they didn't want to build the business. They just wanted to enjoy the patches, right? Also, there was a gap becoming a new brand partner to earning that binary bonus often was really long. It was too hard for many, and often people dropped out, and you saw that, right? And then if a brand partner dropped out, or became inactive, we tumbled out of rank and often missed the binary bonuses, as did those above us in rank, right? So ultimately, as Meredith Burkage, our president, told us back in May, less than 10% of brand partners earn binary bonuses. And that isn't what they really wanted, right? So the new compensation plan, recognizing these problems, started looking at the plan 3 years ago. And the compensation committee included top field leaders like Gregory Muscari, someone skilled in compensation plans. It included LifeWay's executives, and they even brought in outside consultants that were really skilled in compensation planning. It was a great team. And they tested this compensation plan that we're now using 35 times, you guys, 35 revisions in this last 6 months, daily testing. So it's a very vetted plan. So here's the features of the new comp plan. One, the plan's multidimensional based upon your binary. We talk about it being wings down, your team going down, and also unilevel with your legs going out. This is a good thing. You don't have to understand it. Trust me, it's just a good thing. The plan increases our bonuses from 3 to 9, right? You get paid 4 ways for personal production when somebody buys a product. You get paid 2 ways for team building. You get paid 6 levels deep on your team's production. When you get there and start to see this, trust me, you'll be very excited. You also get breakthrough bonuses. You're awarded cash earnings when you rank up the stars, which Velvet's going to tell you about. And also, you receive a percentage of the leadership pool from corporate profits when you achieve achieve those high levels. Hey, did your employer ever offer to share profits with you as an employee? Mine didn't. So thank you, David Schmidt. Quick benefits of the plan. New brand partners are going to earn quickly, you guys. That's wonderful. The 3-star ranks provide increasing income with no gaps, okay? The plan provides this predictable income. As Robin says, do this, you're going to get that, and we now have reports. And the best part is for you and all your brand partners, up to 65% of brand partners are expected to earn income on this plan versus less than 10 on the old one. This thing is so wonderful. I love this plan. So, to help you and your brand partners transition from the old world to the new, here's Dr. Velvet, who is going to take you on this journey of follow the stars to success. And Dr. Velvet, if you don't know her, hails from the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas. She's a director in LifeWave. She's a very successful therapeutic practitioner and a very skilled marketer who's incredibly creative. So you're going to love what Dr. Velvet has for you today. So Dr. Velvet, please take it over.
Thank you so much. And what a wonderful job you did to kind of really set that vision of why did we change the comp plan? It benefits everyone. And I don't know about you guys, but I want to give you, before I share my PowerPoint with you, I want to talk a little bit about your mindset, because how many of you woke up on the new day, may have seen $2 or $3 in there and went, whoa, wait a minute, how did I earn that? Some of you may not have. Because the mindset is that when you are in an abundant mindset, when you're in a prosperity mindset, you get excited for even 50 cents, even if it's 25 cents, you're going to get excited. You're going to be wondering, how did I just get that? A closed mindset is going to look at it and say, oh my God, what happened? That's not enough. So we want to expand our mindset that this is going to grow and continue to grow. How many of you woke up today, looked in to see your level bonuses and started seeing all of these people that you may not even know? So I'm going to share why that's happening as well. So let me go ahead and share Spark again with you guys, because you guys might remember Spark. I've talked about him in the past, but you guys, I have to admit something. This is the first time, and you know I've done lots of presentations for you. I was sitting there and I was like, why am I so nervous about this one today? I'm not teaching them the comp plan. I'm showing them how to follow the stars to success. And it hit me. It's because I'm so excited of the potential for you guys that I really want to do a good job for you. I want to be able to make this so crystal clear that you're able to take it to your teams. And for everybody that's on here, you're a leader. You're already a leader for showing up and wanting to know, how can I help my teams build? You're a builder already. So every single star tells a story. So in our business, each star rank represents progress, growth, and leadership. The path isn't about rushing it. It's about alignment, consistency, and helping others shine along the way. And folks, I'll have to admit, when I opened up my back office and looked at my level bonuses, I could see people that I had never known before and was wondering, why was I getting a bonus for them at a level 1? Well, that's because their leadership isn't engaged and they're coming up to me as my level 1. So there's going to be a couple of things that this allows me to do now. It says, okay, who is the leader of that person? I need to reach out to them, make sure that they're engaged, because I don't want anybody to fall off. Many people may say, well, wait a minute, that person came up to your level 1 and you're going to get 7% for them anyway, so why worry about who's above them? Well, that's really not the kind of leadership that we're wanting. We want to make sure that everybody is as successful and earning all of the bonuses that they can. So let's look at the 2-star director here real quick while I'm talking about this. So a level 1 bonus, they're going to get 7%. But that 3-star director now is going to earn 5% off of my level 1. So you see, we want to encourage the growth above and below. So you're helping your team above, and in helping your team above, you're helping yourself. So we're going to follow the stars to success. symbolizes guidance, not competition. It's encouragement. The star is our North Star, the vision of freedom, health, and abundance that keeps us moving forward. And if there is no greater way to emulate David Schmidt right now, it's through this comp plan. He wanted all of us to succeed. So we got to think about what the solution is. Why did David say, okay, let's come up with a solution for the comp plan? So let me share that vision with you real quick. The new comp plan, which we are currently in, it rewards true leadership and sustainable business building. So even if you only have $1 or $2 in your account, as you continue to do the activities, you're going to start seeing all of that support really pay off for you. And folks, it's as simple as picking up the phone and telling somebody, hey, this is your potential that you're leaving on the table. I just wanted to make sure you understood this, and let's see what we can do to get you active. This new comp plan also shifts the focus from sole effort. I mean, you're out there signing up, and then if somebody dropped off, it wrecked your world, didn't it? Well, we're still in team duplication here. So it's not all about your efforts, it's about team effort. From how much can I sell to how many people can I help succeed? And that's what I woke up excited to with this morning for each and every single one of you on the call and each and every single one of you watching this. So each star has a built-in success nugget that is powerful. And if you haven't checked those out yet, you really need to. So here's why this is so powerful. It rewards duplication, not just activity. And some of you, I know I'm guilty. Duplication, don't even talk to me about that. But duplication is where your freedom is. I was taking it as duplication would remove my own personality, that I was going to have to mimic somebody. I don't want to mimic anybody, but I do want to take their system and repeat it over and over and over again, especially since it's been proven to be successful. So be your own person and get into duplication of the system. So this new comp plan also creates stability, and it is so wonderful that when you're used to making a certain amount at the end of the week after everything came in, that here at the front of the week, we're starting to see kind of that money that even was what we were making at the end of the week. Think about that, and think about the stability in your role in playing in that part too, in loving on your people, especially your customers, okay? Because we have multiple ways to earn this income. So it aligns with mentorship. It's about putting somebody under your wing, cheering them on, letting them know that you care, celebrating every single win with them. Last night, I have a pretty good new brand partner that signed up a couple of months ago and was really wanting to get people signed up as brand partners. And I said, forget about it. Just take that stress off of you. If they only want to buy a patch, let's get them up as a customer. And now she's making money and she's getting closer to that leveling up. So it rewards consistency. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We don't have to think of an issue or a problem. We're not putting out fires. The system is already in place for us. Your team is already in place for you. You have Connie Lucas, you've got Beamy, you've got Janet, you've got the Mascaris. This is an amazing way to stay consistent in what works. So we're going to reward that consistency. And that was really something that Meredith stressed during the conference, is that consistency. But here's the best part. It opens the door to long-term wealth, not those short-term gains that we're used to, like, ooh, a $50 bonus. Okay, after this week, you're going to look at that and you're going to like, oh my gosh, I used to celebrate a $50 bonus and now look at what I'm celebrating. But it's building that wealth over time, because as your teams grow, that volume's coming in. Those leveling up bonuses and ranks are coming in. So this is long-term wealth, not short-term gain. So you might be wondering, okay, Dr. Velvet, that's great, but now what do I do? So let's talk about the actions, how to follow the stars to success. So we're going to break down each one of the stars that are going to cover your manager and your director. We're not going to get into how the compensation plan works. We're going to show you what your reward is when you follow the stars to success. So your pathway has already been laid out for you. So we're going to start with the 1-star manager. And this is beautiful, isn't it? I mean, we're looking at that 110, 750. Okay, what the heck does that mean? Well, if you haven't already downloaded the full comp plan and looked at the glossary, please go do so. This is not what this is about. So your 1-star manager is to ignite momentum. It's starting to get them going. You know, you got to get them rah. You got to cheer them on. You got to say, well, who do you know that could benefit from this product? So they do have to have their 110 PV. Is that any different than when we had before? No, it is still 110 for your manager. And get them used to that at the very beginning. And then all they have to have is 750 QDV. And that can come from your PCs, and that can come from your BPs. It can come from a variety. So here's your action. Personally enroll 3 brand partners and 3 preferred customers. That's going to get you 750. Help at least 1 partner that you've now enrolled to enroll their first 2 people. Maintain your own activity order every month of that 110 PV. Stay plugged into weekly Zooms and team chats. This is going to get that momentum. It's going to get them excited. And how many times have you jumped on a Zoom you didn't want to be on and like, oh my God, another Zoom? How many calls do we have every week? To hear one golden nugget that sets your soul on fire. I can tell you that every single Zoom and team chat I go in with the attention, I'm going to get a golden nugget. And then I run with that nugget. I don't sit there and tear it apart or contemplate it. I run with it. Barbara Larrabee calls me the popcorn popper because give me an idea, I'm going to run with it. Focus on storytelling. Share your own patch experience daily. Don't worry about getting into the semantics. Don't worry about telling them everything about the company. Tell them what it has done for you, but make it applicable to what's going on with them, okay? So use your own spark for excitement to light the paths of others. Now we're going to move to 2-star. Now we're just doubling that QDV, all right? So the 2-star manager is where you're beginning to build duplication. Again, 110 PV, is that any different? No. And 1,500 qualifying downline volume. So develop 2 legs with at least 1-star manager on each side. This is where you're going to get your duplication. So you've gotten people that have signed up with brand partners or as brand partners, you're going to start engaging with those people. Now you could get this qualifying downline volume with customers only, but we're going to look at it as building duplication. And that's going to start with somebody under you that you're going to mentor. So create a rhythm of enrolling and teaching. Mentor your team to duplicate your process. So I have a great process that I use. I share it with my team and it takes the stress off of them. There's an activity they do on Monday and Wednesday that's alike, and then they do an activity on Tuesday and Thursday. And that's all they have to do. It's not an all-day thing. They just have to do that activity. That creates the rhythm that's going on. That also is going to break any resistance when it comes to following up. So in my mentorship program in duplication, it's follow-up, because one of the things we can all attest to is that that's the #1 issue. We're great letting people know what we're doing, but then we're really poor when it comes to following up with them and speaking to it in a different way. And follow-up isn't as hard as you guys think, especially since Connie Lucas has really developed something that helps us with that. So run short 15-minute team check-ins. every single week to keep the energy flowing, right? You could do this as a group call, or you could just check in with your individuals. As you continue to grow, you're going to want to do that on a team call or a group call. And support your new leaders in hosting their own patch chats or product demos. Now, when you're encouraging them to host their own patch chat or product demo, doesn't mean you leave them out there floundering. Let them know, invite me, I will do the presentation. I will lead us up. You just be there, you host it, I'll do the work until they get to the point where they can do it on their own. And then track your team volume weekly. I'm actually doing it daily now with our new reports, and I love that. Consistency is key, not perfection. So we don't have to be perfect at this, guys. We just have to get used to it, right? And begin identifying your next potential leader. How are you going to do that if you're not checking in on your volume? How are you going to do that if you're not checking on who's signing up customers? All right, so that's where you are going to find your potential leaders. And then we're going to continue with the 3-star manager. Don't freak out about that leg over there that has 1 and 1,000. Okay, we're going to cover that. So a 3-star manager, this is where you're leading with vision. You've got the vision, you've got the belief, and now that's carrying forward. Still 110 PV, that hasn't changed. 2,500 QDV, and then 1 at 1,000. Ooh, what is that? Okay, well, hold on a second. So how do we get to this? Well, you're going to help at least 3 team members reach 1 star or higher. Maintain 3 strong legs. Don't get confused, folks. A leg is just somebody that you have personally enrolled, right? Just lay it out as a unilevel, and you have all of these people that they are direct to you. Okay, so maintain 3 strong legs of duplication and customer volume. Delegate. Empower your 2-star leaders to lead their own groups. Again, if they're kind of wishy-washy about it, say, I'll be there with you, but let's go ahead and get you a group call going, right? Focus on leadership development. Teach the comp plan, recognition, and retention. And then share your why publicly. Be the example of the lifestyle, balance, and belief. Okay, so this is really important because when it comes to be an example of the lifestyle, we also want to be able to articulate publicly as well. So there's lots of classes to help you to articulate. There's lots of classes in how to carry yourself. So don't feel like, oh my God, I've got to do all of this at once. Trust me. It is a process, and I have been in that process as well. I've done my coaching. I've done my toning. I've listened to my leaders. All of this is about how you are shifting to that higher lifestyle of receiving greater abundance. All right, and prepare for expansion by identifying who on your team can move into director leadership. Now, that can be a difficult one because you can see that they've got the potential. But again, it's lead with vision. So if you've got somebody you know that has the potential, but they're not seeing it yet, then that's letting you know, I need to cast that vision a little bit better, right? And you'll be able to do that with praise, encouragement, working alongside of them. Now we're going to move into the directors. Now, of course, all of these open up different levels of bonuses. So let's just not get into that. Let's just continue to follow the pathway. Now, I made these slides so that you could screenshot them. This is being recorded, so you'll be able to slow it down and watch it with a lot more intent. But I wanted to make sure you had the basics of how do I follow those stars. So 1-star director is about expanding your influence. Now it's not just you influencing, you've got other people under you that are influencing. All right, 110 PV, hasn't changed. 55 QDV, 5,500 by the way, 2,500 MVR, 2 at 1,000, and then your outside 1,000. So basically you have 3 legs, 2 of them at 1,000 and 1 of them at 1,000. All right, so build the support 3-star managers under you, right? So build and support 3-star managers under you. Host monthly follow the star trainings with your downline. Find out where they are. What do they need? What kind of meetings have they gotten together? Again, our leaders are making this very easy for us folks because all you have to do is plug and play. Leverage Live Younger business chats for exposure and growth. This is for your team. This is everybody on this call should have their managers on here, their active partners on here. They don't have to be a manager to be on the biz chat. They can be a brand new partner. They could be a customer, for goodness sakes, because how do we get them to switch over to brand partner? We show them the vision. Okay. So host those monthly Follow the Stars. So the leverage in this Monday Morning Miracle Call, Doc Talk Sundays and Thursdays, Power of the Patch Tuesdays. Again, your leaders are supporting you. This is where you're getting that exposure. This is where you're getting that growth. How many of you have invited somebody to Doc Talk, and then within a week, maybe even that night, the people say, I'm ready to sign up? It happens to me all the time. I'm ready to sign up. So that's what these calls are designed to do, is to help you to close the deal. So help your teams hit their own incentive goals, right? Find out what their goals are. Maybe they're not interested in Hawaii, but that doesn't matter. What are they interested in? What kind of goals do they have? How can you help them to achieve those? One of the greatest ways is, okay, at Christmas, anybody who makes blah, 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 this is what your gift is going to be. And it kind of it excites them to reach for that. And listen, guys, even if you don't win the incentive goals, you've already put the work in that now, whatever's coming up next, you've got all these leads, you've got all these follow-ups. So think about the work that you're doing every single day is also future events that will help to add to your bottom line. So we're going to lead through systems. Duplication, not burnout. I'm guilty of the burnout. I am guilty of that. But sometimes we have to learn the hard way. I'm an Aries. Sometimes I have to learn the hard way. So the 2-star director, wow, look at that. We got 10,000. I'm not ever going to be able to do that. That's a limited mindset. You're not the only one doing this. That is where the abundant mindset comes in. This is where the open mindset comes in of like 10,000. Oh my gosh, I've got such a beautiful team. That's all of our volume together, right? All right, 2-star director is about duplicating leadership. And these are your structure here, 110, 10,000, 5,000, 2 at 2, plus the 2,000. So strengthening leadership culture, that you're doing that through recognition, retention, and rhythm. Your rhythm is what builds the momentum. It builds consistency. If you don't have that rhythm and you have that momentum, you're going to lose that consistency. So it's sometimes we're like, the world doesn't stop for us to catch up, right? We all went to conference, whether we did it virtual or we did it live, and we came back so excited, and then bam, we had a compensation plan. We're off and running for Hawaii. We're doing this and we're doing that. We're like, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on here? The company knew that you gotta keep the momentum. They did everything perfectly. All right, so focus on depth over width. All right, help leaders build leaders. That's going to be working with your downline. That's your tap rooting. Facilitate collaboration across your teams. Cross-leg encouragement. You know, it's not about going over and, oh, wow, you know, Sally Joe's making 10,000. I think I want to get her on my team. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is unethical. That violates our policies. But we're cross-lining all the time when we're collaborating with one another, asking people questions, going on their team calls, going on to their lessons. Go where you need to go, but encourage your team, have a purpose for it. So begin mentoring other directors and participating in corporate leadership circles. That's a biggie. They need to be involved in that. They're moving up the ladder. We want to get them adapted. All right, expand your online visibility and brand authority. Well, guess what? Corporate just made that easy for us too, right? What do we have now? We have the Now site that is increasing our online visibility. If you don't know what brand authority is, What is your message? Who do you like to work with? Right? So no doubt everybody knows mine is creating wealth beyond the table. Mine is not just creating wealth beyond the table, it's behind the chair, behind the desk. It's about creating sustainable wealth without it being in exchange for time. So that is my branding. All right, 3-star director. Ooh, this starts looking very exciting to me, right? A binary balance of 3,000. Woo! What's this? What is this? A 3-star director is you're now building a legacy leadership. And we already know many of our leaders, even on this call, have already built a legacy leadership. And we're all so excited to be a part of that, aren't we? But get this, you can still be a part of it and still build your own leadership legacy. It doesn't have to be just them. It can be all of us now, right? And it was all of us before. It was just a little bit longer to get there and a little bit more difficult when it came to the financial part. Now they're making it easier for us to rank up. So build a self-sustaining organization. That's your systems, your events, and leaders in place. And don't worry if those have to change. Because for the past 2 years, I've been doing all my team meetings. I've been doing all my pro manager makers. I've been doing my own classes, but I've got stuff coming up and I joined forces with my leaders. And I've said to them, hey, I'm going to send everybody over here now because I need that support. I want that support. And I want my team to know who everybody is and how we work together. And everybody is so super excited about it. So things can change as you build your legacy leadership. It does not have to be only you. Okay? So legacy doesn't mean I'm a sole practitioner again. It means I have even a bigger team that extends beyond my own capability. So mentor future directors. Your success now comes from their success, right? Right? How does that happen? Well, all that volume that's coming up for you, right? So you want to make sure they're successful because it's helping your success as well. So focus on community impact, creating opportunities for others to rise up. How have you done that within your own teams? You know, for us, we've done it in a variety of ways, whether it's a bingo card, whether it's, how many calls did you make and win a prize? We do all of those things for our community that you can do as well. So model wealth with wisdom. And this is all about time freedom, generosity, and mentorship. I love time freedom. I absolutely adore it because my mind never stops. And so when I've got this time freedom, I actually get to use it to be more creative. So embody the vision. Embodying the vision is about health, wealth, and purpose in harmony, right? Not just focusing on the wealth. It's about health and wealth. So follow the stars to success. You've seen the map. Now it's time for you to take action. You can start anywhere. Take a screenshot of this. Go into your back office. Look at who your 1-star managers are, your 2-star. Where do you want to be? Where do you need to go? And then follow these simple actions. They're easy. 1-star manager, build your spark. Get your spark on, folks. Enroll, activate, duplicate. Right? That's how you get your spark on. Go out there and enjoy life. Be excited about what you do. Nobody wants to hear you like, okay, well, have you heard about the patch? No, nobody wants to hear about the patch coming from that kind of energy. It's like, oh my gosh, well, have you heard about the patch? Have you heard about the code of creation? Right? And they're going like, what? Code of creation? 2-star manager, strengthen your rhythm. Right? Everybody does this, folks. If you're a basketball player, football player, if you run track, if you ride a bike, it's all about strengthening your rhythm. And how do you do that? You do it consistently, right? You're working out every day. A football star is not out there on the field on Sunday night for the first time playing football. He's been in training. So a 2-star manager is where you're getting your training and you're strengthening your rhythm. Grow 2 solid legs and teach duplication. That's all you have to do. 3-star manager, lead your constellation. Let your little stars sparkle all over the place. Help others rise and lock in that stability, right? Let them all be rising stars. And then your 1-star director, expand your universe. You're building leaders, mentoring teams, and create that freedom. So each rank builds on the last, and every QDV milestone is a checkpoint of growth and leadership and long-term wealth. When you follow the stars, not chasing bonuses, because that's what we did in the past. We're like, okay, who do I need to get an order from so that I can get this 330 cycle, because my other side already has all these extra points over here. Who do I need to contact to place an order so that I can get at least my $50? Oh, throw that away. That was old school. That was so old school. You're building legacy. Your spark started this journey. Now let's guide you all the way to the top. And this is a great screenshot to take. 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 1-star director. That is it, right? That is it. So let me stop my screen share. Now, again, we don't want to take questions on how do they do this or how do they do that. Emily is doing an amazing job showing you your back office folks. If you want to know how do you find reports, listen to her and understand that Monday, each day unfolds to another lesson. So if you're asking questions that are like, well, how do I find this report? Listen to her. She's eventually going to get to it. Stay positive as Emily is sharing the message with you, because when you're in a negative mindset, you've already closed off no matter what's going on, and you're not learning or allowing yourself to be guided. At this point, even the leaders are open to guidance, right? And we're all learning from each other. So listen to Emily every single Monday. If you have to, do it twice. And then you've got your AI. You've got your Now site. Get engaged with that. All right. So we're not here to ask or answer questions on, well, how do I earn this or that? I wanted to give you, and you know, it's funny because I called up Janet because I got to hear it all. I was like, Janet, we've got to help them. We've got to show them how easy this is. And we jumped on the call with Robin and Gregory, and we put this together for you guys. So that's why I'm excited about this. Now we'll take questions, we'll take comments too. So Janet, I'm going to hand it back over to you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Velvet. Is she a shooting star comet for all of us? Dr. Velvet,
Thank
just amazing, amazing. So again, we're all here for you, but we're going to open up the floor to Renee. And if you have a question, if you go down on your computer to the react button below and raise your hand, then you come up to the top and we can see you. And if you're on an iPad, good luck. I never know where it is. And on your phone, you can find it too. So Renee, go ahead and unmute yourself, and please, Dr. Velvet is open for questions.
Good morning, everyone. And first of all, I just want to congratulate you both. You two are so amazing. Those PowerPoints and the title, Follow the Stars. Oh my God, that is awesome. I just wanted to reiterate about what Dr. Velvet said about if they don't want to be brand partners, let them become preferred customers, because right now, since we have these bonuses, it's actually better that they're prepared to be brand partners and go fast when they start. And you are making more money when they are preferred customers, because you're making 20%. And there's the premium plus, those 5%, 10%, and 20%. So that's really an awesome idea. If they're not ready, make them become preferred customers first and let them learn about the product. Because if they're brand partners and they're not doing anything, they're not really doing you any good, because now we're only focusing on volume, especially the first and the second. And so that's one thing that I really like. And then what she said about let them get used to the 110 points, that is awesome, because some people are like, okay, if they're starting with 55, now you're getting them to the 110. Sometimes it's a little bit of a like, oh my gosh. But if you're getting them used to the 110, that is good. So I just want to say congratulations and thank you so much for all the PowerPoints. I took a screenshot of everything. And I'm just saying, you guys are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you,
You're
Renee, and thank
welcome.
you for that good comment about the customers. Yes, we've got more to talk about that coming up. Thank you. Whoever is owner, please go ahead and open your camera if you'd like and unmute yourself. And we'd love to know who you are and what your question is.
Hi, I'm Ralph Edmonds. I'd like to know where I can get the replay for this because I would like to hear this a couple more times.
Well, thank you, Ralph. Gregory and Robin have a site called liveyoungeryoutube.com. And if
Okay,
Michelle, put that in the chat if you would, please. So liveyoungeryoutube.com. They have the videos on that YouTube channel by topic. The Monday morning calls are together, the Power of the Patch calls are together. Keep scrolling and you'll see Thursday morning business calls. And these are usually up probably by tonight or tomorrow. It'll be up. And you can go ahead. Thank you.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And Connie Lucas says, Ralph, she will also put it in your team Telegram channel for you. Thank you,
Oh,
Connie. And Connie, you're
excellent.
welcome to jump on here if you'd like and share your wisdom too. Thank you, Ralph. Any other questions, comments, thoughts? There was a lot here. What did you get out of it? What struck you? We've got new brand partners on here. We also have other folks that just weren't real clear about the comp plan and weren't sure if it was going to help them. Did Dr. Velvet help you clear that up? We have a sheep rising. I love that. Okay. Whoever's on your iPad, go ahead and unmute and give us your question or comment.
Yes, hi. This is Nellie Holst, and I'm very happy I made the time to join this call. I was asking earlier about partners who have been on the technology for a few months and they're not quote unquote feeling. And I know getting them on Zoom calls is the best way to build their trust, belief. But they're so busy. And if I come out and say, and then of course there are the negative ones that have that mindset. And so what was it that the doctor was saying? If your mindset is negative, you already are not ready to be guided, but there was
That's,
something else.
yeah, that is true. So and what is your name?
Nellie.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nellie.
Thank
So
you.
let me give this perspective to you as well, since you're talking about a person, a potential brand partner. Do you really want that person on your team? Do you want somebody you're going to have to drag along or try to convince all the time? If they are not making time for the calls to be on Doc Talk, to be on Monday Morning Miracle, they're not going to make time to really do anything other than try to drag you down. So when we have a closed mindset, we're not hearing anything and we are not teachable, we're not coachable, and we're going to drag everybody else down with us. It's like the drowning man. He's going to take anybody else he can down with them. But an open mindset is somebody who sees that $2 and celebrates that $2, saying, oh my gosh, where did I get this? And they're open to more. So when they're closed, they are going to have less. When they're open, they're going to have more.
Thank you, Dr. Velvet. Thank you,
Very
Nellie.
good.
Nellie,
Thank
you
you.
bring up we need to do a topic on that, so I'll make a note. That was great. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Dr. Latrice.
Yes. Good morning, ladies. Such an excellent call. Thank you so much for all of your knowledge, for all of your examples, for you. Everything was wonderful. I printed out the comp plan as soon as it hit, as soon as it was on the presses. I printed it out. I started studying it, listening to you explain it. Really does help put all of the pieces together. But I think the big takeaway is learn it, do it, teach it. And that's what you've done for us today. And yes, I was super excited that Monday morning when I opened up my back office and I saw level earnings bonus. I was like, uh-oh, here's something new. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Latrice. And those of you who haven't quite gotten to the learning level earning bonus yet, it's really fun. So keep going. Thank you, Dr. Latrice. Beamy, jump in here, girlfriend.
Okay, thank you so much for this whole call. It's as much as I've gone over it, it was made more clear and more structured, and that's what I want to just point out because going section by section, each rank, giving a direction, giving a focus, giving a plug-in. You know, it's like, okay, I can share that to the team. It gives them guidance, a roadmap. And I think this is really important now for people. I mean, I took screenshots of everything. I already have it ready to go. Because it gives, you know, that anxiety or that apprehension that may be coming up. It's like, okay, I can do this. All I have to do, you know, this is what I do, until it becomes more familiar. So, you know, when people are starting to change, it's always a little, you know, fearful or anxious. So I think this is amazing. And thank you so much. The slides were very distinct and just completely clear.
Thank you, Beanie,
Beamy.
for that. Dr. Velvet is so creative and yet can simplify things so well. But to the point Beamy just made, just focus your person on if they're one-star manager, just stay there right now. They don't need to know everything, right? We'll go to the next slide, the next requirements when they get there. But to Dr. Velvet's point, celebrate them. Really high five them, get it out to the group. Getting to one-star managers, you're on the road. You've got your stars. So thank you, Beamy. Glenda, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are always such an inspiration to me. But I did something that Dr. Velvet said that I am really working hard to improve is my follow-up. And you mentioned Connie's follow-up system and that's something I don't know about. Is that something I can learn about?
Yeah, so follow-up does not have to be difficult. It can be just a follow-up of like, oh, look at Janet there with the stars. It can be as simple as, okay, let's get you on a doc talk now. Connie has created that as like it was supposed to be like a three-way call, and Connie can speak on this much more than I can, but it allows you to have an easy application for follow-up. Okay, now that I've introduced you to this, let's get you on a doc talk so you can hear other people. And that's where it's going to build belief. That's where questions can get answered without going into the weeds of non-compliance, right? We stay very compliant. We try to cover all of the bases. So that is a really good follow-up system, but I also gave you two others. Monday Morning Miracle. They need belief. Get them on a Monday Morning Miracle call. And then Power of the Patch. Right? We don't know which one's going to turn them on. We don't know how they communicate. And that's why you have multiple ways in communicating, because everybody communicates and learns and digests in different ways.
Yeah,
Very
thank
true.
you.
You're
Very
welcome.
true, Dr. Velvet. Thank you, Glenda. Great. Tim, go ahead and unmute.
Can you hear me? This is
Yes.
actually Julie. That's my son's account. I'm
Hi, Julie.
what I wanted to ask is I have not done it personally successfully, and I had somebody ask who is now a preferred customer how it works for her to go up to brand partner because she definitely wants to do the business in another week or so. And when that time comes, is it simple enough for them to just go into their account and upgrade from that? Because in the past, I've had trouble, like where there's, doing a new account, canceling the other one. So is that all set up to where it's more streamlined?
You want to kick it, Janet?
Thank you, Julie. I have, I think, Janet Hudson on the call. Janet, if you're on the call, raise your hand, please, and I'd like you to come in. There has been some issues with getting preferred customers over to the other side, and I know Janet's done it a number of times, which I haven't. But don't worry, they can cancel their account. You can re-enroll them. Mostly you want their account number, basically canceled, and you want their email released. But it's not hard, you guys. Don't, and maybe in they're building a whole new website for us, and maybe that'll be automated coming up, Julie. So don't let it stop you. It's great. Yeah, we'll get
So the email when they release it, so I just want to understand, does it have to be a different email or does it need to be just canceled, like you call in and they cancel it and they help so that you reset the
So-
email? Okay.
Julie, what's happened for me is that if they do an upgrade where they join you, they will have to have a different email. I would just go ahead and call customer service,
Uh-huh.
be on the phone with them, and just take care of it, make sure everything is smooth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. And yes, indeed. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Eva, go ahead with your customer.
Hi there, Jenna and Dr. Velvet. Thank you for this great presentation. Dr. Velvet, can you share what the structure that you have, I believe it was 2 days a week with your team to keep the momentum? Can you share that you're structured?
Sure. So Mondays were always our manager maker. It was Pro Manager Maker. So that provided them with tools like you've learned probably, I don't know how long you've been on. Go for No was one of the things that I did with my team that I also brought to Live Younger. So those kind of things that you've seen me teach on here are things that I've taught my team. And then, of course, we did a weekly team meeting on Thursdays. And so those were the two that we had set on a regular basis. And then they were encouraged to enjoy our other leaders' calls as well.
Thank you, Dr. Velvet. Great. Thank you, Eva. Great question. Valerie, go ahead and unmute, please.
Yes. Is there some place where you can go to get that Connie's follow-ups? I've got a few reps that I think they need some help with that.
Okay, so Valerie, what do you mean by Connie's follow-ups? It's
Well, you said that there was, you said that Connie does very good about the,
what
does
I'm
she have a
saying,
video?
no, Doc
Oh,
Talks are never recorded.
Oh,
So the
okay.
follow-up is just getting them live on Doc Talk. She
Okay.
created that for everybody to be able to invite
Yeah.
to as a follow-up source.
Yeah, I watch that all the time.
Okay, that's
And it
it.
is good. And that's the first thing I do is tell them, you've got to get on Doc Talk. This is people telling people. And I said, this is the best way to, that I can't give you. This is something you almost have to go to.
Thank
So,
you. Yes, true, Val. And what Valerie's saying there and Velvet's saying there, it's called social proof. Some people jump in full feet, give me a patch, I'm gone. Other people want to know other people are doing it about risk avoidance. So you get them on Doc Talk, they've got the credentials of the doctors and practitioners, they're hearing other people. It's not you as their friend that they're worried about. They get to have that social proof. So great thing. I'd like to jump over. Kristen posted, good job, Kristen. I'm celebrating, just opened my back office and I see a $4.30 payment. Now to figure out what part precipitated it. You guys, these little $4 payments are going to grow person by person over time. So remember how we asked people to stay on the patches for a month for each decade of their age, like if they're 30, try it for 3 months, if they're 80, 8 months. Well, let's give this comp plan 6 to 12 months. You're going to see it really blossom. We've only had like 12 days, no, 7 days, something. It's really short right now. Give it time, follow the stars like Dr. Velvet's telling you, help your teams. You're going to start opening up these level earning bonuses and see people you've never seen. And maybe it's $5 from them, $3.50 from another, $12, 60 cents. It's just amazing as your money grows now in ways you've never had it before. And when you hit that director, that 1-star director, Velvet, what happens for them?
Oh, wow. Like there's bonuses.
$500, cha-ching. It's true. Thank you. Maggie, jump on in.
Hey, this has been fabulous. Thank you so much. I've always had a saying that it's important to embrace the learning curve, and that's definitely what I've had to do here because I've always thought, oh, I love digging into comp plans, and it was a little bit confusing in the beginning, but each time I hear something, it adds more stability and more confidence. One question that I had was, I love how we seem to be referring here to the 2 sides and many legs. That makes so much sense to me. But I've also heard other leaders present it, and they're still using power leg, pay leg, and they're just really stressing the 2 legs. And I just wondered, is this going to be more streamlined company wide, or what do you know about that?
Maggie, I don't know if I can actually clarify that for you. When you're a senior leader, you're working across the whole plan with your team. And the binary bonus and the level earnings bonus are based on slightly different criteria. And you have to go read those because one of them is directly off the pay leg and the other's off the power leg. The other's off of your whole binary left and right, and it can get confusing. So just take it a piece, read the requirements. If you're already up earning those bonuses, they're not hard. They just really worked this comp plan with a fine tooth. Gregory was involved, Connie was involved, big leaders were involved. I just trust them. They worked really hard on this, and even if I don't understand it, I'm going to make money.
That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Diane. Go ahead and unmute, Diane. Find that unmute button. If you're on an iPad, good luck.
Sorry, I'm outside walking and I went into an area where there was snow. I knew you were gonna call me now. So I'm sorry that I got on late. Beamy's like, Diane, get on the call. Anyway, I have a question about, and this was asked before, I apologize. If you have a brand partner that didn't renew, because they weren't excited, whatever, and now they want to get back in, and are they eligible for that 9-week,
Not if they ranked to manager.
well, they never ranked to anything.
Okay,
They
they never
dropped
ranked
out. Like,
anything. Yeah. Now, in terms if they were totally inactive, I would have you call customer service. There's some gray areas, and we've had some people not renew that we had to talk to compliance about the situation. So I would say
Okay.
get with Beamy, and she'll help guide you.
okay, thanks.
Yes, yes, indeed. Thank you. Kim A. Hello, Kim A. Come in, Kim A.
Sorry, I had to unmute. So I wanted to follow up with what Maggie said about the legs and the sides. And what helped me clarify it was with the level earnings bonus, it's paid on your whole team, your personal team, not people that Janet puts on or your leaders put on. It's just based on your team, and it's the whole unilevel, the whole binary. But the binary bonus is that weaker leg, the lesser leg. And so if you just remember, that's only that part that we're paid. We used to be paid on both legs, but now we're only paid on that lesser leg on the binary. But the level earnings bonus, we're paid on everybody we put on. So it's our total volume.
Thank you, Kim A.
Probably
Great.
didn't clarify anything.
No, that's great clarification. But again, I love seeing the bonuses. I kind of don't care how they happen. I'm just going to go to work. Like Gregory says, do you want to learn the comp plan or do you want to get paid?
Right.
Okay. So let's share the patches. Thank you, Kimmy. Mike, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm not sure you're correct in that as far as becoming a manager, because I was a manager in the old system. When I go in the new system, it shows me as a brand partner, and my next level up is a 1-star manager. So I will be starting over again.
No,
Beamy. So Mike, Beamy, is this Mike on your team?
no, but
Okay, go ahead, Beamy. Share what you
I
want to say.
can just share. I know it's a little confusing, but what they're saying is even if you were a manager before and you're coming in as a brand partner, active brand partner, the fact that you had hit manager doesn't matter if you're becoming a new manager because you had hit manager before, you're not eligible for that fast start bonus, 9-week period.
Yeah. But Mike, don't feel like you're starting over. That manager there's still the same requirements of we just went from 2 people left and right to points. I love it because you can build points with customers and be a 1-star manager also. Before we couldn't. This thing is so wonderful. Get going. Who's your upline to help you?
Sunshower.
Okay, great. Get with Sunshower. She knows this well. And just come on the calls with us. We'll help you. Great. Thank you. Coach Jim. Jim is in the house.
Hey, so what I've heard is that, say someone made manager before, director or executive or whatever, you have your lifetime rank, your recognition rank, and then you have your
Paid rank.
paid or qual. So some people get confused. I know they're going to update the computer sometime this week to show their lifetime rank. So what he was just saying, that rank of manager will show, but you still have to qualify each week. So yeah.
Correct. You guys, many things are the same, but honestly, just go out and show people, patch people, share it. Go out. If you haven't heard Beamy, do a really quick. We're running over time. They're going to cut me off here real quick. Real fast, Beamy. Tell them about going with your big purse to the coffee shop.
Oh my gosh.
Real fast, Beamy.
Okay, this is prospecting. I go to a coffee shop. I have a lot of really cool bags, or I see somebody else's bag. But say I have a really cool bag, I'll start a conversation. Somebody will say something about the bag, and eventually I get to the conversation. Well, this is my business, and they say, "What?" I say, "Yeah, my business is in my bag, and I can go anywhere and have my business with me." But it's a real like fun, outrageous bag that I know somebody's a woman will comment on, not a guy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, thank you, everybody. Great questions. We're going to wrap it again. The call will be on liveyoungeryoutube.com. It will be under the Thursday morning business calls. I want to really thank and applaud Dr. Velvet. She's just a delight and a joy to us all and a blessing. Dr. Velvet, kudos, kudos. And get your stars, get your tracker. One of our team is on here, Jen. She says, you give me a tracking sheet, I can do this. Give me the stars, you guys. So have a great week. Have a great weekend. Let's go out and help people. And we'll see you next week. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Dr.
Thank you for being here. You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Good job,
Pleasure.
Dr.
Have a
Great
week.
call. Have a great
Good
day.
job,
Great
great
call. Have a
job.
blessed day.
Everybody.
Ladies.
Bye, everyone. What a great
Bye-bye.
talk.
Thank you. Great call.